Ladies and gents, hello and welcome. My name, of course, is Over the Potato. This is Hearts of Iron for Unite the Anglosphere. Indeed, in the last episode, there was a bunch of really interesting stuff that happened, and I suspect that there's going to be a bunch of really interesting stuff that also happens in this episode as well. We're currently working away on a couple of important bits of research. Most notably, fuel refining, which is going to really ramp up our fuel production. Also, just at the very end of the last episode, we moved from civilian economy all the way up to partial mobilization. Unassigned divisions. I will need to address that in just a second. However, let's get the Matilda up and running first. If we have a little look. If we have a little look at the Matilda varieties that we've got going on here, we can, truthfully, I think we probably just want to, roll all of our points into a Matilda upgrade. We've gone for 3 of them, so that'll be quite good to do. This will allow us to get a little bit of extra firepower. Tank destroyers with a normal gun. Great. Alright, cool. And we'll basically have the opportunity to produce all 3 of these tanks. And I think that's probably what we want to do. I think for too long I've been not ambitious enough when it comes to building tanks. We need to be a little bit more forthright. Excuse me. I want to build you. Yep. I want to build you. I know it's going to screw around with all of the retention that I've just built up, but it doesn't particularly matter. Alright, good. Start the clock. No template? Yeah, I know. We need to move around this. We need to move armored battalions, light tank destroyer, light SP artillery. Yeah, we basically want to get one of each in each tank. Either that, or we have in the back line some artillery. That would be quite nice. And maybe at the front we get a tank destroyer. So tank versus tank. Could also look at getting an engineer company as well. You know what? That's quite nice. I would very much like to do that. I also want to get a... I want to probably move this around a little bit so we get the light tank there. Light tank there. Tank destroyer we'll put on the front line, and then we'll get some artillery units on the back line. That's what we'll do. All right, there we go. Something like that maybe, and then there we go. Yeah, I think that would be pretty darn good. Obviously, we want to wait for the conclusion of... Yeah, we'll just leave this as this. This will be our default tank division. It's going to be a bit beefier, a bit bigger, and it's going to take a lot more resources in order to build, but that's fine. We're also going to need to queue up some other stuff. So we've got the destroyer, we got the artillery. What are we currently researching? We're currently researching the anti-aircraft gun. We're going to definitely add that in. So let's set up another couple of production lines. Just the regular old light tank. Sure. Light tank there. And then we will also need to be ready to add the anti-aircraft one, which we will do in a little bit. Okay, but apart from that, we've almost reached our extra research slot, which is going to be oh so wonderful. I do love extra research slots. They're really nice. Okay, we can create factions. we can send volunteer forces. Do we really want to send volunteer forces at the moment? Not particularly. We do actually need to consider justifying on Oman. We'll take 35 political power. Alright, you know what? I'm going to justify a war goal against Oman. Questions Omanian sovereignty. Quite right. Quite right. And then I think that we're probably going to move all of Africa command out this way. Matilda anti-air, thanks for that. We're actually going to need to ship them all round to... In fact, truthfully, it doesn't need to be that many. These guys can just go here. Alright. Looks like they're all going. That's fine. Yeah, truthfully, it will need to be into Abu Dhabi, because if it's not into Abu Dhabi, it'll need to be over here, and then we're going to need to walk through the desert, and I don't know what the supply's like over here, but it's probably going to be garbage, and therefore I don't really want to chance it. So, good. We got an extra anti-aircraft gun. We need to get a little bit more army experience before we can integrate the AA gun into the battle plan. But that's not a problem. We're working on excavation and fuel refining, both of which will have a little bit of a bonus thanks to us completing the shadow scheme and then subsequently the industrial effort. It's very, very nice indeed. The extra research slot is going to go a long way. Boy, oh boy, that makes me very, very happy. Royal Ordnance Factories, I truthfully cannot say no to that. 2 building slots, 2 military factories. That's a lot of military factories that we're just going to get pretty much overnight. So I think we're probably going to say yes to that. And then we're going to say yes to maybe some... I mean, I did talk a little bit in the last episode about how I wanted to get the strategic bomber. However, I'd love to get the strategic bomber with the bonus from... do we not get a bonus? Air rearmament. No, not air rearmament. Fighter command? Yeah. Bomber command. Wherever it is. Bomber command. Yeah, that's the bonus that you get for the strategic bombers. I would like to tie that in together. It's not a big deal, but it's something to keep in mind. Nationalist Spain, Great Britain. What will this actually do? Spanish know better than most the power of the Royal Navy, but perhaps a reminder is an order. Gets event. Great Britain. Blah, blah, blah. I don't really care. Nationalist Spain is not super on my radar of things to destroy. I think we probably want to fortify the rock more than anything else, but that's not something that we can really worry about at the moment. Could faff around over here, but I'm not really convinced that we need to do that. I do want to get naval rearmament, but that's, I think, probably a little bit down the line. What about over on this side of things? Appeal to the loyalists. Appeal to loyalist decisions, allowing the instigation of pro-British civil wars in former dominions. Yes, please. Consolidate the British Isles. I think we want to do this. I think we want to do this. I think we want to go to war with Ireland. Yeah, I think we want to go to war with Ireland. Yeah. Can we not do this right now? You're currently focusing on the Royal Ordnance. Oh, fine. Alright, great. Well, we'll finish off Royal Ordnance and then we'll go to war with Ireland. We need to choose an extra research slot. Sure, we'll choose... I really don't care about radar, to be honest, at the moment. Ireland's not going to have any aircraft when I destroy them. Alright, good. Yeah, fine. We'll just equip these guys to a temporary army over here. Give them a front line of there. And equip the division all to there. Yeah, I don't know what the supply's like over here. What is the supply like over here? I mean, let's see if we can cope, I guess, right? How far away are these guys? Oh, they needed to stop for a little chit-chat. Alright. Mexico took 2 states. Mexican junta, blah, 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 blah. You need to get over here. You can be in your own little army all by yourself. I know I should probably give these guys all commanders, but it doesn't particularly matter. Alright, good. How are we doing logistics-wise? Yeah, not very well. As it turns out, building my super advanced tank brigades ain't gonna work super duper well. I want to try and get Churchill in next, either Churchill or Oswald Mosley, purely so that I can get more stuff to construct. Oh no! General has now fallen ill and will need time to recover. I guess that's kind of rough, right? He is sick. Cannot use combat abilities? Yes. It's only a month. He's not really done anything. He's not missed out. Not missed out on any action. Okay, supply. Supply is fine. Not a problem. We're totally fine. We are totally fine. We're almost towards the justification. When I say we're almost towards, we're about a quarter of the way in. Alright, well, we've got the troops there. We're ready to attack pretty much whenever we need to. You need to start going on naval exercises. That's fine. We are slowly but surely losing fuel. It's a price that I'm willing to pay. Promises of peace. I don't really want to do that. Violates the Treaty of Versailles. What happened in Austria? Oh, yeah. Austria is completely subsumed by Germany. So there you go. Has Germany gone to war with Czechoslovakia yet? Will they be going to war with Czechoslovakia? Dissolve Bulgaria. Ooh, that seems nasty. Do we want to get a couple more civilian factories? I think we probably do. A couple more civilian factories would go a long way to being a good thing. A couple more in Wales, sure. A couple more in the West Midlands. Great. That sounds fine to me. Fuel silo. Let's also get a fuel silo in Yorkshire, maybe Northern England as well. French commune abandons naval treaty. Yeah, that's actually something that I need to consider. Has technology excavation 4. Oh, this is interesting actually. I like this new decision tree. We do actually need to we need to abandon this treaty, but I don't think we need to abandon it right now. I mean, we're still producing boats. It's just taking a heck of a long time. It is just taking a heck of a long time. Design lacks one or more of the required modules. Nelson class, which we could do actually. I think we probably should look at perhaps. Yeah, the maximum has been upgraded to 12,000 strength. So we can build bigger and stronger ships. We're not actually building any big strong ships at the moment. We're just building ships. This is a heck of a lot of ships that we've got in the second fleet. Pakistan and Bangladesh signed a white peace. That's fine. Fuel refining. Fuel refining should theoretically make us profitable fuel-wise. Or maybe not. Excavation definitely will. I'm positive of that. Army doctrine. It's going to take 330 days. That's ugh. We need to get both of these. Improved infantry equipment and improved support equipment as well. So let's go and get both of those done right now. Alright. I'm going to set up offensive lines for both of these guys. I don't know why I bothered bringing 8 factories down here. It's not really worth it. Let's see if we do go fuel positive. I don't want to do a spearhead. I just want to do a regular offensive line. Thank you very much. And all of the attacking is going to be done by, obviously, the large number of troop to dudes. This guy is just here to defend, really. Just here to chill out. Free military factories. Yep, we got a whole bunch of extra military factories, really. So, Matilda tank. We want to get a whole bunch of Matilda tanks. And we're going to want to get one more Matilda tank variant. And that is the anti-aircraft variety. Just one dude at the moment, one factory. Maybe we bump it up to 2 factories on each. We don't actually need that many. What we need is more of the base variety. So I'll bump it up there. Needed for reinforcement, yeah, being stockpiled, but that's going to be changed as soon as we get 5 army experience points. And actually, fighting will help us gain those army experience points, so that'd be really, really nice. Other than that, I'm just going to add an extra military factory to be stuck into to infantry equipment. You can't go wrong with a little bit of infantry equipment. National focus, I think we want to go to war with Ireland, right? I mean, what's Ireland currently doing in terms of their military policy? No template. Yeah, I know. I need to keep that up there because we will address that in just a second. Conversion speed, that is going to be really, really important. But is it important now? That's the real question. Not really. Strategic destruction, I think we probably want to go for. Yeah, interception detection plus 10%. Ground support. Naval mission efficiency. Truthfully, I think that's probably what we want to go for. Let's start doing some air doctrine stuff. Let me have a quick little look at Ireland's tech tree. Interventionism focus. I don't think they have a specific tech tree. No, they do not. They do not have a specific tech tree at all, so it doesn't particularly matter. So yeah, let's just go to war with Ireland. That sounds like something that we can definitely do. National Spirit, which grants infantry equipment 10% production cost. Okay, interesting. But that's not what we want to do. What we want to do is going to war with Ireland. Holy cow, this is going to be really, really cool. Okay, what we're going to need to do over here is we're going to need to go into the British theatre. We're going to need to tell everyone to stop working so hard. And then we're going to need to get everyone to go to Liverpool and subsequently Belfast. Vickers Wellington, nice. That provides us an opportunity to get rid of the interwar bomber and instead bump it on up to the Wellington tactical bomber. That'll be quite nice. Still not making very many of them at the moment, but no matter. 1940, we're not quite there at 1940 yet, so we've still got a little bit of extra time. Sea Gladiator, I would like to get some carrier-ready aircraft, but that's not a problem for now. We can think about dealing with that in a little bit. Not super bothered about artillery. We've already unlocked all of the varieties of Matilda. We're not quite there in terms of being able to get that done. We could perhaps look at unlocking some maintenance company. Why did I not make the maintenance company part of the tank brigade? That's what I actually meant to do. Let's research the maintenance company and then modify the tank brigade accordingly. Right, you are going to need to have a front line over here. Everyone needs to move out. If Ireland doesn't see this one coming, I don't think they'll see anything coming, to be honest. Either way, they're about to get cream crackered. You need to be equipped to that group as well. You could also be equipped to that group. There we go. Lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. We are also going to... I guess we could probably move a bunch of our aircraft over to this area. We've got some bombers over here, which will also move across. 216 planes. Heck, that's pretty darn good. Move you guys across also as well. Alright, I think that... Okay, we're over capacity a little bit. We should probably split the selected air wing in two. We'll get rid of half of you. Sure. I can't be bothered faffing around with it too much, so just move you back. Great. Happy days. Now we have not got any issues. No missions assigned. That's because we haven't gone to war yet, but boy oh boy, it's going to happen. Oswald Mosley. Yes, that is what I want. Also, Winston Churchill. War support plus 10%. Oh, that'd be so good. That'd be really good. But, also, that would be pretty darn good. Everything would be so darn good. Oh, man, I really want to... You got to pick your battles here, right? Consumer goods factories minus 5%. Stability plus 5%. The thing about stability is that it will give us a factory output and dockyard output increase, which is really, really good. So it'll stack. Old figurehead, 15% political power gain. That would be really, really good. That would be really, really good. Winston Churchill, again, war support. War support's not actually super important for us right now. Don't care about George Orwell, to be honest. Really not interested. I mean, I'm interested in him from a personal perspective, but not from a perspective of the video game. It wouldn't be super helpful to have a communist agitating at the moment. You're not super useful. You are not super useful either, to be honest. I think, honestly, it's between Oswald or David Lloyd George. I think probably we'll get Oswald. Yep, that's what we're going to do. Okay. Soon, very, very soon indeed, we're going to be going to war with Ireland. Supply-wise, yeah, we got enough supply in Northern Ireland to make this happen. That's just fine. What was I going to do? I was going to go and have a little look-see at the home fleet. So, I don't know if Ireland actually has any ships. But we need to be... Okay, hold on a minute. There we go. Alright, so, theoretically, that should be totally fine. We should probably split this group up into... Cannot create a fleet with the current selection. It's fine, we'll just choose another one. Is this not going to work? There we go. Okay, fine. So, we'll indicate you with the red. And can I not move you up here? That's fine, whatever. Western Approaches Fleet. Yep, we'll have all of these guys operational in this area. Just so that we've not got... Right, there we go. Convoy rating. Well, they will do convoy rating, but Strike Force. Strike Force is order them to wait. Convoy escort, Navy invasion support. Truthfully, let's just get them patrolling in this area. We've got one on Strike Force. Sure, you can stay on Strike Force at the moment. Czechoslovakia declared war on Bulgaria. I think we actually knew that that was going to happen. It's scheduled for us to run out of fuel in 58 days. But I think that might be... might be fine. Also, it's good experience. It's good experience for the boys on the ships to be out and active. Now, Ireland doesn't have any allies, do they? No. Italy abandons naval treaty. Shock horror. Raise your hand if you're surprised here. Okay, let's get just a regular offensive line, I think. Maybe, in fact, we might actually need a spearhead. You know what? We might actually need a spearhead up here. I don't think so. To be honest, no. I don't think we do, to be honest. Just get rid of that nonsense and just go for a regular old offensive line, which will just take us all the way up to the... Which will take us all the way up to the edge of Ireland. Sure. Sure, that's a line. That is certainly a line. Alright, we're counting down the days. We are counting down the days. Alright, I think Strike Force is arguably a better option for us. At least we can leave them on Strike Force for now. Because we can just wait for everyone to... We can wait for the war to actually break out before mobilizing our dudes. Same goes for the Air Force. These guys are all standing by at the moment. But we're going to deploy them in this area once we have the opportunity. In fact, I guess we can do it now. There we go. Close air support. Fine. So you guys are going to be on air superiority and on interception. You guys can be on close air support. Don't really care about Navy strike at the moment. And we'll do strategic bombing as well. In fact, no, we don't want to actually do strategic bombing. We don't actually want to do strategic bombing. We can just sort of take them out. Because I don't think we're actually going to need to strategically bomb them. Because I don't want to suffer any damage to the factories that I'm about to take over. Am I going to be taking over many factories? I don't actually know. Well, whatever the case, we've got the justification at the moment, so let's call all of our allies in. Of course, absolutely none. Great Britain declared war on Ireland. Holy cow. Well, ladies and gents, in the next episode, we're going to be going to war properly with Ireland. Thank you very, very much for watching this episode of Hearts of Iron 4. Unite the Anglosphere. I'll see you next time. Bye.